Hey guys, Russ here with Bishop's West. Just going to take a few minutes today to talk about another one of my favorite things in Bitwig Studio, and that is clips. So it sounds pretty basic, and it really is. It's just audio clips or MIDI clips that you're able to set up the way that you like and then save them and reuse them later on for different projects or whatever you want to do. So I'm just going to walk through a real quick example today. I'm going to set up, let's see if I can find it again. Tribal. I found this little bit of a loop earlier that I liked. Darbuka, where are you? Darbuka 2. Sorry, I have no idea how to pronounce this, but I like it. So I'm going to drag it over here. I've got my Darbuka 2. Okay, it's just a little percussive hit. And what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to make this clip 2 counts, and I'm going to go into there, edit it a little bit. I'm going to stretch it out a little bit and make sure my mode is, I'm going to go with Elastic Echo, just cuz. And I'm going to drag this all the way out to 2 counts. Okay, so you can see it stretching, and remember, like we talked about before, if you stretch it and it's compressed, that line down there is going to be blue. Sorry, I'm trying to point and you can't even see my finger. But if you stretch it out and it's longer than you started with, then it's going to turn, the line down there is going to turn red. And the more it's stretched, the deeper the red's going to be. Kind of a pink, I guess. Whatever. So now it sounds like, okay. And then one more thing that I'm going to do is take this, and you can see I've got a reverse button up here. Remember, if you don't have that, when you select the clip and this clip button is available, click on that and you've got a reverse in here. And I just pinned this to my toolbar. So now every time I select a clip, it's going to show me that button right there. So now when I do that, this is what it sounds like. Okay. So let's keep going and editing that a little bit. I want to first add a compressor. Let's just get it so it's looping a little bit. Okay, I guess that's fine. And of course you can mess with the EQ, whatever clip you're working on, you're going to do whatever you want. And you can add as many effects as you want. You can use a device chain like we talked about yesterday. The one thing that I want to add though is a delay. Get my delay 2 in there. I'm just going to leave it for the defaults, and this is what it sounds like. Okay, but I'm also going to add some automation so it's not taking the whole thing. So here's the automation lanes right here. Click on that button and it shows you. The last thing I clicked down here was this mix button to take it down to 0. So that's what shows up right here. And that's another one of my favorite things about Bitwig Studio. It's kind of convenient that way, but it's not enough to warrant its own video. So it's a bonus just for you. So once I have that, I'm going to start it, take it from 0 all the way up right about there maybe. And then take it all the way up to 100%. So 0 to 100%. And then let it go, I don't know, for the sake of this, probably just a little ways. So this is what it'll sound like. Okay. Let's see if I can clip a little bit, but yeah. Okay, so like I said, you can play with it, get it however you want, and then once you have it the way that you want, you've got your effects and everything, what you can do, and this is kind of the cool part about it, is if you look over here in your browser, you've got this clips tab, and you've got all your packages and stuff, but you can take this and just drag it over there anywhere. Okay, and you can rename it whatever you want. I've already got one, but I'm just redoing it for the sake of this video. Reverse Darbuka 2, creator, BPM, tags, maybe one shot for the sake of this. And then the important thing down here, save devices and clip. You want to do that to preserve all of your effects that you've got down here. The other thing though is, like if you do this with a MIDI clip and you've got your VST instrument down there, and then plus whatever, you know, effects or devices you have to go along with that and to modify it, you want to keep those with this clip because that's part of what you've been doing to make this sound unique. So save devices in clip, make sure you have that checked. The other thing is embed files, make sure you have that checked too, just so that if you do use a clip that's not in the project folder and later on your folders get shuffled around, reorganized, whatever, it'll keep this with the clip and so it won't get lost in transition. Not translation, transition. So once you have that like you do, just click OK. And it's going to ask me because I've already got it. I'm just going to say yes. So now if I click over here, before, if you haven't done this before, you've got My Library clips. You won't see those. That's brand new when you create your new custom clip. And so you click on that and you can see down here, Reverse Darbuka 2. Okay? So now just to show you, I'm going to close this. No, new project. And I'm going to go to that clips folder or tab, and down here in My Library clips, there it is, Reverse Darbuka 2. I'm going to drag that over. And the one thing I wanted to show you about this though is, sorry, not that, that. If I click on the mix again, you can see that it cut off the automation that I had right at the end of the clip. Okay, so now what I have to do is drag that back out to wherever I wanted it. Shorten this up again, so it's just one measure. So now if we listen, okay, just what we expected. I could even take that echo out a little bit longer probably. Okay, so whatever you wanted to do with that. So how do I get around that? Well, I could have extended this a little bit. Not like that though. I could have extended the length of the clip itself. That's funny. Right. Oh. I'll probably have to figure out how to do that later. But yeah, I kind of want to figure out how to do it now. But anyways, if you can make that clip longer, I wonder if you can do it down here. Yeah, probably. Length. Like that. Did I have the right thing selected? There we go. Okay, it's got all your, oops, one thing. Double click to get rid of those. And then bring that out as far as you want. Right. And then once you've done that, so now you see I've got the clip long enough so it's going to keep that automation in there, but it doesn't have any audio after that. So that's one way to deal with that. And then once you do that, same thing, drag that over and save it as a clip. So I think that's all I had to show you guys today. Please, definitely, if you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear them. Please just leave them down below. Also, please like and subscribe. Really appreciate when you guys do that. And finally, like I've told you before, I've got a free guide that I've done for you guys. It's called Accelerate Your Music Making in Bitwig Studio. It's all about how you can just take a few simple steps to set up Bitwig Studio so that you don't have to pause and get things set up right every time you open a new project in Bitwig Studio. Instead, you can just get going and make the music that you want to make. To download that, it's just bishopswest.com/bitwig setup, and enter your email and I'll send you a link. Again, it's just bishopswest.com/bitwig setup. So I think that's all I had for you guys. If you don't have any questions, then I just want to say have a great day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.